You bring us a piece, we can't even get more material to do or repeat a lot of these values.
Correct. The orthoclase is that mine. I bought that rough about 3 years ago. It was a miracle to even see it, and I couldn't buy it again. So I don't have any more rough at all. So we used up all the rough for this order. That's it.
Okay.
Here's another stone that no longer being. I named this stone.
Right.
I was the first lunatic to come up with the name red. A red sapphire should be a ruby.
Right.
Well,
but
it was Bob Wyman that said, I think I'm going to call it red. People were like, what are you talking about? Well, it's a red-orange sapphire.
Exactly.
It's a fancy, and I also trademarked the name Fire Sapphire, but it is no longer being mined.
You know, when you think of Pod Paraja sapphire, which is the color of that lotus, it's like a lotus blossom. It's supposed to be that orange, red, red, orange.
Correct.
So this is, like you said, it's red. It has a hint of orange. To me, it would capture the color of really the finest Pod Paraja sapphire anywhere.
I think I even like it more.
I mean, look at that.
I think I even like it more. And really, Pod Paraja has a lot of that sort of pink tones to it. This is just dramatic. It's brilliant. Orange. It's fiery. It's gorgeous. It is just gorgeous. I love this. This is such, again, a classic deco, elegant piece. It's not a huge ring, but it seems to be we're moving back more to the really fine, delicate pieces that have a value to them. And again, this mine, we're no longer seeing these being mined anymore.
Now, where is this one mined?
Madagascar.
Okay, Madagascar red sapphire. Now here's and all those little clear stones are white zircon. Now here's the deal on this one. If you'd like to order this, we took $120 off for this event. Free shipping, 5 flexible payments, absolutely stunning. Nobody has this. I mean, this would be almost impossible to find. This is so incredibly rare. And when it sells out, it's not like Bob has a bunch of this sitting around. We can't get 1,000 of these if we want to. We're lucky to get a couple hundred rings. So if you would like to order this one, do it quickly. September girls, what an exceptional way to get to wear your birthstone. That red, luscious, beautiful red sapphire. And again, against that beautiful golden backdrop, it is just magnificent. Look at the clarity of those. Those are sapphires. Look at that. Like you said, redder than Pod Paraja.
They are. Oh, absolutely.
Not pinky.
No, not pinky.
Yeah.
Not pinky. And just, they also take them out into the natural, the best way to view gemstones always is to look under the, a sunny day, natural lighting. They just explode. They're on fire. I literally trademarked the name Fire Sapphire of these because they have so much beautiful brilliance, but the whole piece together. Classic deco styling design. Very easy to wear, low to the finger. Delicate, but I mean, to me, this would be a perfect for a young millennial who maybe doesn't have the budget right now and wants to go out and get something like this. This would be a perfect engagement ring.
Oh my gosh, so many people choose sapphire as an engagement ring, or again, those special milestone pieces. If you'd like to order this, I'm going to find out what's left in the sizes. There's not a lot. We have fewer than 200 and counting. We have about 170 of these left. Size 11 last call. We have sizes 5 through 11, but 11 last call. It's one of those you need to see it on your finger. It's $33.98 to get this home on FlexPay.
Price.
If you're a gem lover, if you're a gemstone collector, it's very, very rare to find red sapphire like this. It's not something that is just readily available, period. I mean, even for you, you see everything. You've traveled all over the world looking for exotic, rare stones, and this was a first.
It really was. When I first saw this stone, it really took me, again, sapphires are my favorite gemstone in the world because they're a precious gem. And when you find rare exotic colors within sapphire, you're really into a different stratosphere. You're really into a world of the complete exotic. And that makes to me it so much more special to own something. By the way, 2.5 microns of gold that's plating on this.
Excellent. So it wears like gold.
It wears like gold.
Exactly. And again, remember, if you need to have it replated, Bob will do that for you.
Sure.
At no charge. If you need to have it sized, Bob's company will do that for you. That information's in the box when you get this home. Bob and Generation 1912 becomes your jeweler for life. They stand behind this jewelry for a lifetime. So if you ever decide, like you said, you wanted to replate it, size it, whatever, that's the beauty of choosing a piece of this jewelry. And it's all made in America. I was pointing that out, but it's really special to find jewelry like this that is made right here in the good old USA. That's where the company started in New York back in 1912. And here you are still today. You recently moved your company to New Jersey.
I did.
And how fantastic that is.
I am psyched about that. I don't have to go through the tunnel any longer. So I live in New Jersey, so it's kind kind of amazing. But we're right on the water. We actually have a view of Manhattan.
Beautiful.
In the background, so we're right there on the water. So we're close to New York, but it really is a lot more mellow and a lot easier for us. And
for sure.
Yeah, so we're real happy about that.
If you're just stopping by with everybody ordering, you don't even have 100 of these left, I doubt we'll ever get this back.
I think that's the lowest price I've ever seen on a Generations 1912.
Well,
we just don't do that.
Right.
That's not in our stratosphere.
Right.
You know, I mean, remember, we hand detail and hand make every piece with American craftsmen making this, and these are, someday I'd really love to bring one of my engravers down here so you get to see how incredible it is to every piece
we
is
should
made
send
by
a camera crew to your facility and do some videotape to watch the artists making this jewelry, because they are master goldsmiths, silversmiths, master jewelers. They're creating this right here in America, and that is exciting in and of itself. The bottom line is that nobody else has this. Who owns red sapphire? I love the cross. I think the cross in the center is beautiful. It draws your eye. There's a starburst that surrounds it. It's very classic 1900s,
it really
for sure, early 1900s,
It's got that real deco motif. When you look at it, you know exactly the era that this is coming from. And again, to wear sapphires, again, I wish that I could get more mine production coming out of this, but again, it is just not being mined any longer. So that's what we look for. We look for the rare and the exotic.
Okay, if you're on the phone ordering it, you're in. Otherwise, with everybody on the phone, these are almost sold out, I must tell you.